Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. My name is Nelly, and I'll be the moderator on behalf of Advent Group. Advent Group is a company working with higher education institutions and business schools from around the world. We have been in this industry for 20 years already, and we have different brands. Under our brands, Unima and Prep Advisor, we organize various webinars, and we provide different resources, helping prospective students to find the best MBA program for them. So we have organized this event today to help you select the best MBA degree for you, find the best business school, and prepare your application. I'm here with a special guest, Divesh Chelani, who is MBA alumnus himself, and he's admission consultant. He's the founder and managing partner of Top 100 MBA Club. Divesh is working with MBA aspirants from all around the world, and having MBA himself, I think he's the perfect person to give you tips on how to prepare your application. Before giving the word to him, I will just take a few minutes to talk about Unimi's new tool called 360-degree MBA ranking. This is a tool specially designed for MBA candidates, helping them select the best MBA program for them. I first have to say, at Unimi, we have always believed that there isn't just one best MBA. There is no better or worse MBA, but rather for each one of you, there is an MBA degree that is a great fit depending on what you are looking to find, what are your aims. So basing our tool into this philosophy, we have developed this 360-degree MBA ranking, and I'm going to tell you just briefly how it works and how you can use it. So it's a very simple online tool. You just have to complete a few short steps, and you can get your personal ranking of top 100 international business schools. You answer a few simple questions, and the algorithm will give you a list of 100 schools that are best fit for you. So you can tell us what's important for you in the MBA degree. Is it the culture of it, how you feel in the school environment, how you feel towards your professors, towards the learning environment? Is it the expected career outcome? Maybe you care a lot about diversity in the classroom, or also diversity within the academic body and in the student body. Maybe you care about the faculty, the academic credentials of your professor. Or maybe you're interested in schools that have high acceptance rate or low acceptance rate. So these are a few criteria that you can tell us, are they important for them? And then the tool will combine your answers and give you a list of MBA degrees that best fit these criteria that you have chosen. The Unimi 360 MBA ranking takes data from two other very popular and prominent rankings, the Financial Times MBA ranking and the USA News ranking. So all the schools that you see at the end in your results are very reputable, well-known and good schools. In addition, we combine it with our own data that we have collected through our cultural fit index research. Basically, we have collected data in regard to the culture of each school in the list. You answer a few simple questions regarding to your preferred learning environment. The questions are very interesting, very fun. For example, should everyone dress the way they prefer or not? Should it be easy to approach it, talk with professors outside of the class? Should students be expected to question their professors? Things like that. You answer a few questions, and then we will tell you which are the best schools that fit you, depending on what's the most suitable environment for you. Very fun too. I'm going to share a link with you in the chat now. I'm going to follow up, of course, with an email so you can learn more about it. You can try it. Don't hesitate to ask me if you have any questions. So I'm going to now give the word to Divesh. I know that he also has some tips how to select a good school, and he also going to share with you what MBA degree can do for you and for your career, and how to prepare your application. Okay, I'm ready, Divesh, giving you the word.
Thank you so much, Nelly, and thanks for the introduction to the tool. I think it's a fantastic tool. Guys, please do use the tool. I hope you can all see my presentation on your screen. Nelly, can you see this?
Yeah, it looks fine. And
Okay, great. As we know, we are going to be talking about essential MBA application tips, and Nelly already told you how you can look at the top 100 programs through the 360-degree ranking. So once you have a fair idea of what are the kind of schools you want to target based on those rankings, based on your parameters, these tips will come in handy. So the format for today's presentation is going to be very simple. I'm going to be talking for 2 minutes. I'll introduce myself, who I am. Then we'll cover 3 major aspects about the application. So the first one is going to be how an MBA degree can help you advance your career, how to choose the best business school for you, and how to prepare strong application and impress the admissions committee. Okay, so it's about 25 minutes, the total presentation. And in the end, we'll have around 20 minutes for Q&A. So whatever questions that you all have, you can feel free to ask us, and we'll take it forward from there. Okay, so this is about me. I graduated from Mumbai, India. I'm originally from India. I graduated in chemical engineering, bachelor's in India. In 2009, and then 2010 to 2015, I worked with Halliburton as a Fortune 500 company in the upstream oil and gas domain. I did several roles in engineering, operations, business development, and finally left them as the India country manager to pursue my MBA. 2015 to 17, I did my full-time MBA from HEC in Paris, which was at that time ranked as the number 7 business school in the world by the Financial Times. During my MBA, I did an internship with Amazon in London in their Pathways Operations program. But then I was not keen to work in operations. I wanted to be more on the marketing and strategy side of things. So I came back to India and started my own consulting firm called X to 100X between 2017 to 2023. At X to 100X, we've been consulting startups across sectors and stages on their marketing strategy, growth, and operations. And then parallelly, I was also helping out students like you who wanted to pursue an MBA. And in 2023, I started doing this full-time. So right now I work as a full-time MBA admissions consultant, not just for MBA, but also for all types of management masters programs, including MIM, masters in marketing, or masters in finance, or any other kind of masters in a top business school. So I'm the founder and managing consultant of Top100MBA.club. This is also my website. So I'll be telling you more about us a little later, but this is in brief who I am, what is my background. Now, moving on to the application aspects, even before we start thinking about how we can apply to business school, I think the first question to ask yourself is how an MBA degree can help you advance your career. Right now, since I personally have a degree and I've seen a lot of work with a lot of people from MBA, top tier MBA programs. There are a myriad of career opportunities which you can pursue. The first one is, and the most common path for MBA graduate is a career in consulting, where you join companies like McKinsey, BCG, Bain. Consultants work on a variety of projects, whether it is providing strategic advice to organizations or providing operational consulting or turnaround projects. This dynamic nature of consulting allows the MBA graduates to apply their analytical skills and problem-solving abilities to address complex business issues. So this is one career path which a lot of people take after MBA. Of course, then the second most common one is investment banking. Who are people are drawn to the fast-paced world of this investment banking route, where they often take roles in areas such as M&A, corporate finance, private equity. Uh, the MBA finance classes will prepare you for these kind of uh, the high-level finance knowledge that you need to thrive in these roles, and then also the ability to navigate complex deals, uh, which the MBA program structures your thought process, that will come in handy to succeed in these investment banking roles. Investment banking is a very high-paying career typically, and attracts people with a lot of interest in finance. A third route that you can take after an MBA from a top-tier school is you can start your own company, or entrepreneurship, as we call it. Uh, the MBA provides a springboard for aspiring entrepreneurs. Uh, Graduates with a passion for innovation and a desire to start their own business leverage the knowledge gained during MBA. And not just knowledge, but top-tier programs will provide you resources, networks, mentorship opportunities, even funding at times. So these can be invaluable for those of you who are looking to launch your own ventures. Uh, Another thing that you can look at doing in your career post MBA is corporate leadership. Join a C-suite of a corporate. For example, many MBA graduates, typically with a higher work experience, aspire to join C-suite roles in large corporations, whether it's becoming a CEO, CFO, COO, or such roles. The MBA prepares you well for leadership, and most of these top tier MBA programs have a class on organization behavior, which will help you understand the nuances of operating in such kind of corporate environments. They also prepare you for individuals for the challenges of steering a company in a certain direction. And of course, top tier programs often have strong ties with major corporations. So they will help you in executive level placements as well for their graduates. Uh, Another route that MBA graduates take is marketing, brand management. Uh, Roles in brand management, product marketing, or market research, these are often common career paths. The kind of strategic thinking and analytical skills that will be developed during an MBA program are particularly valuable in crafting effective marketing strategies for you. So graduates will find themselves leading marketing teams or driving brand initiatives for major companies. I think something like what Nelly is doing today for Unimi, right? So you will see yourself in those kind of roles. Even technology product management as similar to on lines of marketing, uh, more so from a technology perspective, because today tech industry is booming. I know that of late there has been some cutbacks in the tech industry, but with AI and all the changes that are coming in with artificial intelligence, tech sector is poised to grow further all over the world. And uh, as it continues to dominate the business landscape, as graduates, you with a focus on technology management, you will find a lot of opportunities for roles in product management, business development, technology consulting, things like that. And then, the ability to bridge the gap between technical and business aspects that you will be taught during the MBA will be well suited for leadership roles in technology-driven companies. Of course, there are two other opportunities, career paths which you can follow. One is in healthcare management. This is also a very upcoming and very fast-growing industry, where you can specialize in healthcare in an MBA program, and it will combine your business acumen with a focus on improving healthcare systems. Roles in healthcare management, pharmaceutical companies, or pharmaceutical consulting, or hospital administration become accessible. The healthcare sector's regulatory environment is very complex, and the need for strategic thinking makes MBA graduates valuable assets in this field. And then, of course, you can also pursue a career in nonprofit and social impact. For those of you with a passion for social change, an MBA can be a gateway to impactful careers in nonprofit sectors. A lot of graduates often find themselves in roles in social entrepreneurship, impact investing, or leadership positions within nonprofit organizations. The skills acquired during an MBA program, such as strategic planning and financial management, are crucial in driving positive social change. So these were some of the typical career paths that you can take from an MBA. Of course, you could also take a non-traditional career path, but as at the end of the day, it is your career and you have to decide where you want it to go. But these are some of the most followed or traditional career paths post MBA. So in conclusion, just want to conclude saying that Top100 program can open up doors for a wide array of career possibilities. Whether you choose to embark on consulting, enter the world of finance, start your own corporation or a venture, or lead corporations, or make a difference in the nonprofit sector. The skills that you will develop in an MBA program will lay a solid foundation for success across the board for all these types of careers. And the versatility of an MBA enables you to pivot between industries and take on leadership roles, which makes it a valuable investment in one's professional journey. There are people who often start out in investment banking, move into consulting, or vice versa. And the only reason you're able to do that is because you've gone through the academic rigor and the leadership development opportunities during an MBA. So it prepares you well for multiple types of careers and even career changes post MBA. Now coming to the point of how to choose the best business school for you, and this is a very personal aspect. I know a lot of you might have different parameters. Different people have different parameters, but I've tried to sort of narrow down onto 10 parameters, which should be universally looked into when you're choosing a best business school for yourself. And I'm sure that with the number of programs available out there in the market, it's choosing which school you want to go to itself is a challenge. Outside of the top tier programs, the top 1, 2, 3 ranking schools, it becomes very difficult to choose which program might be a right fit for you. So this slide is to help you make that decision. And of the 10 things that I recommend that you consider, the first one is accreditation. Accreditation will help you understand whether the school is regionally ranked, regionally accredited, or globally accredited, or things like that. So there are a lot of top tier programs that typically have a triple accreditation, and it's usually important to check if your school has a triple accreditation. That way your school's curriculum will be up to date and will be very holistically addressing all your development needs. The next thing to look at is the program curriculum itself. So check what kind of specializations they offer, what electives they offer, whether it matches your interests. Let's say if you want to go for a healthcare specialization, there are few schools that offer that. There are few other schools that don't offer that. So it's really up to you as to decide which is your which program's curriculum stands out most to you. The third thing you should look at is the reputation of the school, whether it is rankings, like Nelly spoke about the 360-degree MBA rankings, or rankings from reputed sources like Financial Times, or these things, or the brand name of the particular school globally will help you understand how reputed the school is that you're choosing to go to for your MBA. Another aspect to consider is the faculty and staff. So schools usually are transparent about their faculty, about what kind of faculty they hire. So typically MBA programs will have PhD level faculty from some of the top schools. globally. And it's important to research your faculty well, see what kind of research papers they have written, and things like that. That would help you understand whether it's a good school, and you will be learning from faculty who are well renowned in the education industry. Another aspect to consider is career services. And I think for a lot of you, pardon me, for a lot of you, career services would be the most important thing, because with such a heavy investment on MBA, you would obviously look for a return on investment in terms of getting placement opportunities in your target dream jobs. And so do research the career services of the particular school, how well it is ranked, uh, what kind of services do they offer, helping you prepare cover letters, resumes, and you're pitching to companies about your uh, strengths and your major areas of achievement, things like that. The sixth thing on the list is location, and location is a very important factor to consider whether, depending on your post MBA goals. So let's say if you want to make a career in Europe, then you would most likely want to study in Europe, because the school will provide you ample opportunities to go on tracks, to have field visits with companies in that part of the world. So again, location becomes very important for you to consider. And the same for, let's say, if you want to go to US, if you want to work in your post MBA career in the US, then doing an MBA from the US makes more sense. And so do consider the location. And some of the other things to consider is things like diversity and inclusion. How is the student body? What are the program specializations, which is somewhat similar to the program curriculum, but specialization is a particular niche that you should look at separately along with the overall curriculum of the school. And then finally, of course, you have to also factor in the affordability or the cost aspect of it. Because MBA programs, especially from top tier schools, can be very expensive. And that is also one aspect where you should evaluate whether it is the right program for you in terms of the cost aspect and the affordability of it and the return on investment that it can generate for you in the long term. My last and final advice to you is around how to prepare a strong application to impress the admissions committee. As you know, top tier MBA programs are very competitive, and they have admission rates in single digits to double digits, low double digits kind of admission rates, where let's say 12 out of 100 people get selected who apply to the school. So it becomes very important to craft a winning application, to make your application stand out from the crowd. And this particular slide is to talk about how to craft a compelling application and memorable application for the MBA. So the first thing is show your unique experiences. I'm sure each of you come with diverse backgrounds, with a lot of experience in your relative industry or sector. And one effective way to distinguish yourself is to highlight your unique experiences, whether it is a remarkable project, an internship at a prestigious organization. Let's say if you work for an Amazon or a Meta or a McKinsey or it could even be an entrepreneurial endeavor where you took a company from 0 to 1 growth stage. Emphasize how these experiences have shaped your skills, perspectives, and readiness for an MBA program, thereby demonstrating your ability to apply knowledge in real-world contexts will captivate admissions officers. Admissions officers are looking for people who bring in a level of self-reflection, maturity into the MBA program. So showing your unique experiences can be broadly helpful for you. The second point talks about demonstrating exceptional leadership potential. So MBA programs value candidates with strong leadership potential. Make sure you provide concrete examples of your leadership experiences, highlighting instances where you've taken initiatives, motivated teams, or led successful projects. Showcase your ability to inspire others, resolve conflicts, and drive positive change. The admissions committee is seeking individuals who can make a significant impact and contribute to the program's vibrant community. And demonstrating these leadership potentials will definitely impress an admissions officer that yes, this person is capable to have a significant impact on our program. The third thing you should do is exhibit a commitment to personal and professional growth. Throughout your essays or throughout your application, admissions officers want to see candidates who are committed to continuous personal and professional growth. Highlighting your passion for learning by showing what efforts you've made to acquire new skills, or what mentorship you've sought, or coaching, or taken on challenging projects. Discuss how these experiences have propelled your development and demonstrate how an MBA program is the next logical step in your journey towards achieving your goals. Illustrating a thirst for knowledge and a dedication to self-improvement will impress the admissions committee. The fourth thing is tailor your application to each program. Now, one common mistake that many applicants make is that they submit a generic application to multiple programs, right? This is a very bad thing to do because every school is different. Every school has particularly different criteria that they look at outside of the regular GMAT, GRE, and the hard numbers. They look at a lot of other things. So take the time to thoroughly research MBA program you're applying to and tailor your application accordingly. Identify the unique aspects of each program, such as specialized courses, renowned faculties, or some other kind of distinctive initiative. It could be a leadership initiative. Show how these align with your interests, values, and future goals. By demonstrating a genuine interest in the program and its offerings, you signal your commitment to making a meaningful contribution to the community. This is almost like cracking a fit interview in a consulting company, right? What you're trying to demonstrate is fit with the program. Why you are particularly interested in that particular school and not any other, right? And so when you tailor your application and answer that question, that indirect question, even though it is not directly asked to you, but indirect way of answering that question, then the admissions committee will be impressed. And finally, my fifth point talks about crafting a compelling personal narrative. And I would like to highlight the point personal. Your personal statement or essay is an opportunity to connect with the admissions committee on a deeper level. Get personal. This is not about holding back on certain values that you have grown up with, or certain this is about demonstrating who you are as an individual. Use this space to tell a compelling personal story or share a transformative experience, right? That has shaped your aspirations. Be authentic, reflective, and concise in conveying your values, resilience, and self-awareness. Clearly articulate your goals, illustrating how an MBA is an integral part of your journey towards making a meaningful impact in your chosen field. Now, a well-crafted personal narrative will make your application memorable and help you stand out. Outside of the professional aspects, they will also look at your personal aspects. And when you make a very compelling personal narrative that resonates with the admissions committee, it will definitely help your admission chances. And you could be one of those top 7 or 8 or 10 or 12% people who are selected for prestigious MBA programs. So finally, I just want to conclude with a note that applying for an MBA program is a competitive process. But by implementing these strategies, you can enhance your chance of standing out from the crowd, right? So highlighting your unique experiences, showcasing your leadership potential, demonstrating a commitment to growth, tailoring your application to each program, and crafting a compelling personal narrative will set you apart from other applicants. Now, remember to present a well-written and error-free application supported by strong letters of recommendation. By investing time and effort into making your application shine, you can increase your chances of securing a spot in one of these top programs. So that's about it from me. I will open it up, Nelly, for Q&A. But just before that, I just want all of you to take a note of my website, which is top100mba.club. As you can see on the logo on the top of this screen, that is also the website. So if you need professional help with your MBA applications or any kind of management master's applications, you can always go to this website and reach out to us through there. Just as a statistic, I want to share that for the 2023 to 24 application season, our success rate so far is 100%, where all of our candidates have secured at least admission to one of their target B schools, including some of the top B schools like Wharton, Stanford, INSEAD, HEC Paris, Columbia, Darden, Tuck, and many more, right? So we work across the board with applicants from all over the world, and so far since starting in 2023, our success rate is 100%. So if you need professional guidance, need professional help, we are the ones for you. Please feel free to reach out. Nelly, I'll pass it back to you, and then maybe we can take questions. And if the questions are related to applications, then I will take it. If it's related to the rankings, then I guess you can take it.
Thank you very much, Divesh. Thank you for sharing these tips. Indeed, we have a few questions, and everyone who hasn't asked a question, feel welcome to do so using the Q&A or the chat box. All questions are welcome, no wrong questions. From what I see right now in the Q&A box, I think the questions are mainly for you, Divesh. And I suggest we start with one that it's a little bit more personal, but there is someone here asking about your personal experience and how the MBA helped you establish your own company.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic question. And, I personally did my MBA from, as I mentioned, from HEC in Paris. And the experience overall within Paris was that it's a very vibrant community for entrepreneurship. I went into the program wanting to be an entrepreneur and start my own consulting firm post MBA. Even though I did not specialize in entrepreneurship, there was an option to specialize in entrepreneurship, but I was driven more towards the marketing track because that is where I felt there was a gap in my pre-MBA experience and what I wish to do post-MBA. So I leveraged the MBA program to specialize in a topic which I thought will fill that gap, which I need to start my company. And I did that by specializing in marketing. I also leveraged the school's network and the alumni base in India to get introduced to entrepreneurs in India. And even today, the alumni base and the community that is in India, in this part of the world, which comes from the roots from HEC, helps me in my day-to-day endeavors in starting my own company. So just to answer your question, I think there are two facets to this: the academic learning that happens, and of course, all the other leadership skills that you develop during the MBA. But what's also really helpful when you do a top-tier MBA, when you start your own company, is the network that it brings along with itself, right? It's that network that you can leverage to start your own company, get funding, and grow it to a certain scale. So these are some of the way I leveraged the HEC MBA.
Thank you very much for sharing this. I would like to go back like at the beginning of our webinar today with a question related to selecting schools. And there is this person asking what's the best way to do research into the programs they have chosen. So what would be your tips, like first steps, what should they look to find the most relevant information for them?
Yeah, like I said, I already shared the 10 things that you should look for in the program, in your particular program. And the best way to research is just go online on Google and start typing questions, right? Which is the best school for career services? Which is the best MBA program for in the world for alumni community? Which is the best program in the world for making a career in finance, right? Just type your questions into Google and let Google guide you towards uh, relevant articles, relevant stuff. There's a lot of content available online, including me and Nelly. We write a lot as well, and even on Prep Advisor website, I think you can find a lot of content. On my website, you can find some content. And on the larger universe in Google, if you just go and start typing your questions as to what you want to research about a particular program, you will get answers to that. So just leverage Google. And then one other thing that you can do is once you have, I'll go a step further actually, is that once you've kind of chosen a program or a set of programs, then you can leverage platforms like LinkedIn, for example. Just leverage platforms like LinkedIn to search for alumni from that program, reach out to them, send them a warm greeting, and try to learn more about your specific topic of interest about the program, whether it is how helpful it would be in making a career in a particular field, or whether it is asking them about what was their experience like. All of these things will come in handy when you are actually doing the MBA. So speaking to alumni is always recommended, and it will also help you in your applications. Alumni can give you further insights into what are the unique aspects of each program. So talking to a lot of alumni and leveraging platforms like LinkedIn to speak to alumni uh, will be very useful. So you can do that.
Yeah, I'm very happy that you mentioned alumni, because I think first-hand experience is very important, and there is different way to reach out to alumni. LinkedIn, as you're saying, very good way. Very often the schools themselves on their website include contacts to recent alumni who can help you. Also, on our website, on our Unify and Prep Advisor website, we often organize webinars including alumni who are sharing their experience into the different programs. So Google, do your research and don't hesitate to approach people and ask about their experience. Okay, we have more questions coming in the Q&A box. We have a question, the following question. I'm in my 30s and I'm hesitating between MBA and EMBA. This is executive MBA. Can you give advice what would be better?
Yeah, I think it's really totally up to you as to what you want to get out of the program. So a full-time MBA is more recommended for people who want to make an immediate career change post MBA. So let's say if you are in a career trajectory and you feel that you have reached a pinnacle or a peak within your career, and you want to change industries or change functions or change something about this thing immediately post MBA, then a full-time MBA makes more sense, because you will have a lot of career development and career growth opportunities and bring transferable skills on the table, which the full-time MBA will help you polish and move into a career post MBA, which will be a shift from what you're doing currently. The executive MBA is more recommended for people who are not looking for a career change. It's nothing to do with your age. Even if you're 40 years old, I had in my MBA class, we had two people who were in their 40s, right? So you are very young. You are still 30. So it's not like it would be wrong to think that because you are 30, you should not do a full-time MBA and do an executive MBA. Because I know a lot of people think like that maybe I'm too old for an MBA. But the truth is, you're never too old. It's just about what you want from the program. If you want an immediate career change, if you want an experiential learning environment where you can bring your skills and learn transferable skills during the MBA program, which you can then leverage the program to move into a particular sector or a function after MBA, then doing a full-time MBA makes more sense. The executive MBA is more suited for people who are happy in their careers, who like where they are going, but they feel the need for certain leadership development to further enhance within their own companies, within their own industries, and things like that. Right. So that is how I would say you should make a decision between MBA and EMBA.
Thank you very much. We have a very interesting question. Some schools ask applicants to record a video essay. Can you give us tips about that? Me personally, haven't heard that schools are accept video essays.
Yeah, I think this has been a recent development, especially with the advancements in AI and uh, people using ChatGPT to write their essays. Schools have become smarter and they've started asking for video essays. I think again, it's in the MBA admission process. It's important to be authentic, but also it is important to highlight your strengths, highlight your uh, key values in yourself. So as a holistic advice, as a generic advice, all I can say is be yourself, be authentic. If you have a dynamic personality, show that in your video interviews. If you are slightly introverted, talk about it. Talk about what are the aspects, benefits of being an introvert. Whatever is your personality, make sure that you reveal it during the MBA, because the adcoms will appreciate people from different backgrounds, different kind of personality types. So make sure to be authentic. Now, coming to specific aspects of the video essay question, depending on what the question is, I can definitely guide you, but that would be, of course, a paid engagement as an admission consultant as to how to structure or how to target different schools' video essays. So if you are interested in my services, we can definitely help you prepare for those kind of video interviews. But as a generic advice, I would say be authentic, be yourself, and uh, don't get nervous. Don't get too caught back into thinking that this is too hard. I'm not going to be able to do this. One of the biggest things that admission committee is looking for is your confidence in being authentic, right? When you're presenting your story, and if you can be authentic with your personal dialogue, with these essays, the video essays, then it will really make a lasting impression on the admissions committee.
That's a great advice. And one last question, still plenty of time. If anyone else wants to jump in, just type your questions in the Q&A. But for now, just one last question. It's again maybe related to your experience. Someone is asking, what are the career prospects after doing MBA in Europe or USA and then moving back to India?
Yeah, like I said, it totally depends on it's a very generic question. It's a good question, but it's a very generic question. And what you need to understand is that different schools have different brand positions in India. So let's say if you want to go for an MBA in Europe or US and then look for a job back in India, a lot of people do that. I did that. I didn't take up a job in India, but I actually started my own company in India. And I was able to leverage the HEC MBA network really well, and the learnings from the HEC MBA really well, to start my own consulting business in India. So definitely there's, if you go to a top school, which is well ranked, well known within India, if it has a large alumni base within India, then connecting with this alumni to help you in your post MBA goals of making a career in India will come in handy. A lot of people choose to come back to India, especially from India, who go to MBA, because our economy is booming. There's a lot of changes in the regulatory environment in India that has taken place in the last 5 years, which has made it a very booming economy. So people want to capitalize on this economy, and if you want to come back to India and work in this economy, then do that. But make sure to selectively target programs which have a strong brand reputation and an alumni network in India. That way, it will help you position yourself in your post MBA career.
Great, thank you very much, Divesh. I don't see any more questions. As a closing words, I can only say thank you everyone for joining. I'm going to follow up with an email with recording of this webinar, more useful resources, and of course I'm going to share with you Divesh contact and website. You can take a look at his services and all the resources on his website. From you, any last words?
No, that's it. Thank you everyone for attending. Thanks for your questions. I think wonderful questions. And thank you so much, Nelly.
Of course. So everyone, we wish you best of luck in your academic journey. Bye-bye, everyone.